Hello friends, today we will learn the next point of the chapter current electricity, in that Kelvin's method. We learned in the last lecture, that is meter bridge. In that meter bridge, the length of that meter bridge is 1 meter, that is 100 centimeter. In Kelvin's method, we also use that meter bridge. That meter bridge is between A and C. The length of this meter bridge is how much? It is equal to 100 centimeter or a 1 meter. By Kelvin's method, we determine the resistance of galvanometer. Here we use galvanometer. The resistance or galvanometer is kept in the left gap and the node resistance are kept in the right gap. Again, if we can see the working of this Kelvin's method, in that the first working of that, a suitable value are taken from the resistance box. Again, close the key. When close the key, at that time current flowing through the circuit. Without touching the jog key here, we get a deflection in the galvanometer. This is the first point of that working. Again, in the second points, we adjust the rheostat in such way that the deflection is 2/3 of the range. We can adjust that rheostat in such way that in third, touch the jockey on the meter bridge in such way that we get a null point on that meter bridge. Null point is nothing but there is no deflection in the galvanometer. In the fourth point of that working, if we can find out the 2 points at which on the meter bridge we get a null deflection. If we can touch on the meter bridge at the point D, suppose there is a null deflection, and when we can remove, at that time again we get a null deflection in the galvanometer, and so the points B and D is called as a equipotential points. The length opposite to the galvanometer, that length is called as a length of galvanometer. The length opposite to the known resistance, that length is called as a length of resistance. When we get a null point on the meter bridge, at that time there is a null deflection in the galvanometer, and we can say that according to working or according to the Wheatstone bridge condition, we write that is G upon R is equal to resistance of AD upon resistance of DC. Resistance of AD and DC is nothing but the length of galvanometer and length of node resistance. So we write here G upon R is equal to LG upon LR. But when we can substitute the value, that is LG plus LR is how much? LG plus LR is nothing but the total 100 centimeter, and from that LR is equal to 100 minus LG, and so we substitute here G is equal to, this R is the denominator, it will goes in here, we get in the numerator R multiplied by LG. Instead of LR we write here 100 minus LG, and from this equation we can say that, or we can find out, or we are determine the value of resistance of that galvanometer. G is equal to R into LG upon 100 minus LG. When we can concentrate on the post office box, this we use here Wheatstone bridge or post office box is a form of Wheatstone bridge. In that there are three arms. This P is the arm, Q is the arm, and R is the arm. Here G is the galvanometer. There are two tap key K2 and K1. These are the two cap. And here E is the cell or battery of that is given to that circuit. The ratio of this arm P and Q are in such way that the ratio of arm P and Q is 10 ohm or 100 ohm or 1000 ohm. The arm R is adjusted in such way that it is adjustable arm and its value is of this arm R, that is 1 ohm to 5000 ohm. Here the value of that resistance is removed from the arm R in such way that before that this X is the unknown resistance or it is a fourth resistance, and then we can form a Wheatstone bridge. This P and Q are the two resistance and this unknown resistance, and this R is a fourth resistance. That means we can remove the resistance from this arm or resistance R in such way that we get a null deflection in the galvanometer. At that time we can say that there is a null point, and we can say that there is a Wheatstone bridge condition. In that we write that is X upon R equal to this X upon R equal to Q upon P, and this X is nothing but the unknown resistance, that X is equal to R into Q upon P, and from this we can determine the unknown resistance by using post office box. Here again we use a gauge measurement. In that gauge measurement we or strain gauge measurement, that strain gauge measurement which is used to measure the strain dimension or strain resistance of that wire. In that there are the four resistance are used. The two resistance are a fixed value and third resistance is a variable value, and again in that fourth resistors instead of that fourth resistor there is a gauge measurement is used, and again we can take there as like a Wheatstone bridge condition, and we can find out the strain measurement using Wheatstone bridge conditions. Thank you.